If you're a young person and you're watching this, this might not make a whole lot of sense to you, but you never know. It may, especially if you're in your 20s. But how many times as a kid did you have a thought that was like super grandiose? You know, one day I'm going to be a world-class surgeon, or I'm going to be the president of the United States, or one day I'm going to do this great thing. And then, of course, time goes by, and when you're young, you think, I got all kinds of time ahead of me. I'm going to practice. I'm going to prepare myself. I've got all kinds of time to have fun, maybe play a video game or two, do all kinds of things. And then this kind of crazy place kind of happens. This crazy thing happens where you sort of find yourself in a place that says, uh-oh, time just got away from me. What in the world happened? I had all these dreams that I was going to do all of these things, and now I find myself in the middle of my lifespan realizing I didn't do anything that I thought I would do, and in some cases, I feel like I've sort of wasted my life. I don't know about you, but I think every single one of us have gone through that kind of emotion at one point or another. We look back and we think, man, we did not do this. And then when that happens, then this little kind of thing settles in. There's like this hidden internal part of us that wasn't really fit in our minds to set these big goals. And so we don't set them anymore, right? I mean, I thought I was going to do big things and it never really happened. So the reality of it is, why set a big goal now? Let's just be realistic. I'm not a young kid anymore. I'm sort of more in touch with reality. I kind of know what the real world looks like. And so why in the world would I set a goal? Like, that doesn't even make sense. It's kind of like, I'm sort of working against myself. And chances are, if I make a big goal, it's going to be overwhelming. It's going to make me tired. And you know what? It's going to kind of work against me. Here's something really funny. And we learn this about the kingdom of God. God is all about the little details. I think we forget about the fact that God is in the business of doing big things. Quite frankly, God is in the business of doing things that are impossible. You look at circumstances in your life and you think, gosh, they are not possible. There's no way this could possibly happen. Time ran away from me. There's no way I could make this work. There's no way this is ever going to happen. I have mothers tell me this all the time, that they're never going to be able to have any more children or any children at all. And God manages to do the impossible in their lives, and amazing things happen. I see this happening everywhere. But what is amazing to me is that somehow, some way, because we can't do the impossible, we think God can't do the impossible. And what God says is, you worry about the small things. You worry about the little details. Worry about obeying me, worry about trusting in me. Those seem like small things, but they're really big things in the eyes of God, because when you trust God with the little, God has a way of multiplying it and turning it into the big. One of the greatest examples that I can think of in the Bible is a pretty important one, with the story of this little guy who only had a few loaves and a few fishes. And God took it and used it to feed thousands and thousands and thousands of people. So what you think you don't have enough for, God has more than enough to do if you will simply trust in Him, especially as it relates to the little things. We're going to talk about that today. If you're watching this on Sunday, we are going to dedicate our church service to talking about this very subject. I think you're going to be blessed, and I think you'll be encouraged. So we'll add the link to this video if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're not, just go over to YouTube or go to jameskaddis.com, and you can get this sermon that I'm teaching in the book of Matthew, chapter 19, starting at verse 13. It's going to be great. Hopefully you guys will be blessed by it. Love you guys, and if you're watching on Sunday, the day that this recording is being released, happy Sunday. God bless you guys.